Hi, I'm Sydney, and I am a servant of the Almighty God. I am also the founder of SOTAG. I want to do this real quick because this is really important. Inspiration I have kind of points me to this. This, I think, is the foundation to everything. So I have this hypothesis that basically goes like the existence of governing principles, discovered or not, that enables the accurate prediction of results or outcomes, nullifies any notion of random in the related activity. It basically says there is no random, right? In nature there is no random. And I know people have gone and they've taken natural selection, which really is targeted. It's trying to overcome, natural selection as relates to evolution. They've taken that and says it's random. It is not. There is no evidence of random anywhere in nature, right? If you can, I'll give you my email. Let me know. Now, so here's the thing with random. Random means that it's not predictable, so we can't predict what's going to happen, and it's not repeatable, right? So even if we don't understand, like the weather, right? We can predict that because we understand the principles that govern it. Meteorology kind of shows us all these things, right? When it comes to repeatability, we may not understand what's causing it, but it's repeatable. It's like all these gene therapies and all these things we're doing at really, really microscopic levels and nanoparticles and all that stuff. It's repeatable. We may not understand fully, and especially with living things, we may not understand what governing principles overall, but we can repeat it, which means it's not random. Even this thing with COVID, the COVID-19, and we observe, the viruses, but it's trying to bond, it's trying to do something. And same thing with natural selection. There were some conditions, it's trying to overcome that. And so we had this whole process, but it's a directed thing, right? So we can predict that this is it's like trying to open doors. It's going to go try to open this, it's trying and trying, then it solves the problem. That is not random. Random is just going in every direction. At the same time, totally unpredictable. If it's trying to overcome something, then we can observe that. That is not random. And this all goes back. Oh, I have this book that's coming out pretty soon. Let me see if I can put this book up here so you can see. Right. So here that's a book that's coming out that kind of encapsulates all of this stuff, right? Because I believe in the intelligent design stuff. And that is why I came up with this hypothesis that there is no random. And if in nature, something that's totally unpredictable, totally cannot be repeated, because this is random. There is nothing like that in nature. And so it gets us back to this intelligent design. And so random, for what we call random, is simply because we don't understand. We did, like the weather, when we didn't understand it, and like we didn't understand, for instance, somebody getting shingles. Now we know if you had chicken pox, that virus is there, and so you got shingles. So as our knowledge increases, it's basically eliminating random. And so I'm saying that if we can predict, not random. If it's repeatable, not random. And basically, you will not find random in nature. Okay? If you can, it's Sydney, SYDNEYH @SOTAG, SOTAG.org. Send me an email. If you can find random, really random, unpredictable and unrepeatable anywhere in nature. Because I have been inspired that it's like everything we are doing discoveries from the periodic table to all the elements to everything, DNA, stem cells, everything we are discovering. It's already been there. And so there are rules governing those things. And as we discover those rules, now somehow we have this twisted random thing stuck in there. There is no random. Anyhow, this is no random thing that you ran into this video or this podcast. And so get in touch if you find random. I will be doing more, trying to keep it short and sweet. Thanks for taking the time, and may God bless.